this squeeze, this pressure. This is the Supreme trying to make room for itself in you.
Mm.
And it is uncomfortable for consciousness, for spirit to be in matter. It has to make room for itself, but it can't make room for itself unless we're willing, because we have the body, we have the inhabitedness. So it's always my recommendation when the pressure gets big, and there is a tendency to get caught up in the resistance and the sensation of the pressure, is that we imagine ourselves expanding, making our bodies bigger to let it in. And that come out of the story that we might do, or the other stuff that may happen, the reactivity that inevitably comes because, the system starts rebelling and reacting to the pressure and creating it difficult to be in life, difficult to function, difficult to be your best self. Things just pop up because it's being pushed. And that is part of the transformational process. So if you can actually just envision your body expanding to take it in more fully and allow for that to come in and have its time rather than rush off and do something, to have its time, then you'll have, it's the right way to be in relationship with what's trying to come. And then all your behaviors that may arise under that, because you're going to be on a transition. You're your worst self in transitions. You're never going to be, you will eventually become more familiar with how to be in transitions. Like Arjuna, he brings himself back to his heart. He's found methods to hold the pressure that's inevitable when you're in these spiritual forces. And that does help in terms of allowing it to happen. But the completion is, it's my experience that whenever the big forces came in, it took a while, but my body began to attune to the force. And at some point, then I went into the samadhis. They'll take you into the timelessness. It'll take you into that original place. But until then, the body has to get organized because it's counterintuitive for the body to stop. Counterintuitive for the body not to have something going on. So it has to learn to go into that stillness and that stopness enough, and then it will be complete. It will have done its work, and you'll be back. You'll be able to be functioning in a better way than you were even before. But interimly, it's a shitstorm. It's a transition.
Yeah, and I've been choosing that stillness. I've been choosing it, and sometimes there's just anguish that's so deep there, and I just die to it. I just be in it as best I can. And
yeah, that's the parts of you that is attached to the world, the part of you that still wants things, the part of you that wants to be alive, the parts of you that doesn't want the world to end. It's grief, it's anguish, it's despair. This is the healing. When you hold that paradox, it actually is opening the space for you to actually be in the world in a new way, where those things are no longer what you're compensating for. That's the nature of the new consciousness. That's how it's working. And a lot of people are going through what you're going through, and they don't know that, just like you're learning it. So the idea of becoming informed and knowing how to be in relationship with what's happening is how we prepare ourselves for manifestation.
Yeah, thank you, Satri. I feel that expansion just being here.
Yeah, because you joined me.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, John.